Welcome back to Talking Fitchburg. And now the man of the hour is in studio with us.
That's me, right?
Denied.
No, all right.
It's Officer Jay Wilson from the Fitchburg Police Department. What's up, Jay?
Well, not much. I don't know if you'd go with man of the hour, but something I kind of wanted to mention was the chip cards are getting pretty popular, and they're starting to come out for credit cards. I know myself, I don't have a new one yet, but my fishing partner, when we were up on our fishing trip, used his new chip card. And one of the ways you can tell is the way the card's inserted now. You, instead of swiping the magnetic strip, you have the you insert the card. Mm-hmm. But of course, like anything, they call them artists, but the scam artists, the bad guys, they've already figured out some ways to compromise these cards. So what may happen is you may get an email or even a telephone call, and they're going to want to get say, you got a new card coming, but we need to get some additional information from you. They're going to ask you for personal information along with your Social Security card. Well, if you think about it, when you filled out an application to get this credit card, you probably gave them quite a bit of information. Mm-hmm. They did a credit check, so there shouldn't be any reason why they would need any additional information. So beware of that. You also may get an email or a letter in the mail, and it'll be kind of impersonal. It might just say, "Dear card holder," and then they're going to want information. So as always, I always tell people, anytime you get calls like this, be pretty suspicious about it. And what I would do is contact your financial institution or your credit card company to ask about this, because there should be really no reason why they should be asking for this additional information. And one of the other things I found, too, doing a little bit of research, is these cards don't stop people from doing online purchases. So if somebody still gets a hold of your credit card number, even if you have a chip card, what's going to happen is they got the number, and they can still make online purchases. So, again, like always, you need to really hold all your personal information real close to the vest and not give that information out. And again, a lot of people have shredders at home, so make sure you shred things. I know recycling is really big, and you throw a lot of paper and stuff in the recycling bins. Or even you get these credit card applications and different things, and then you just don't want them and you throw them away in the recycling bin. Recycling is great, but what you might want to do is run the stuff through a shredder first, and then put the paper in the recycling bin.
And this weekend, there is a shred event this weekend for the city. It's over at Oak Bank, behind Oak Bank.
In the Oak Bank parking lot, they'll have their shred truck out there. So those kind of personal documents that Jay's just talking about, you can take them there and they'll shred them up for you. So that's a good thing to do. Stay secure.
Yeah, going way back, they used to call it, I guess, dumpster diving, but something you can do. And I mean, I've even done this myself, doing crime prevention, to pull gags on people. It's just to look through their trash can, or even look through corporate businesses. Mm-hmm. Go dig through their trash bins or in the dumpsters, and you'll find all kinds of paperwork in there. You get a lot of information about people and companies, because people just aren't conscientious about shredding the items. So that's a real good point, Preston, to make sure that if you have shredding to be done and somebody's going to offer that you take your items there and get them shredded.
Jay, when somebody's card is compromised, what's the first thing they should do? Like, or when maybe do they get involved with the police department? If like, do you guys want that information? Like, where's the split there? Because the bank will help you, certainly, but when is it maybe you guys get involved?
Well, usually what happens is people come to us. The minute you realize you've lost your credit card, the first thing I would do is contact your credit card company and get a stop on that card. Because most people, as soon as they come across, say for example, I lose my wallet or I drop a card, I'm at one of the convenience stores. Now with you can't, everybody is pay at the pump for gas. Say you swipe your card and somehow you drop it, or people reach in their pocket and they pull things out and they happen to drop the card. Somebody finds it on the ground. And the first thing they're going to do is they're going to go make as many charges as they can with that card, because they know sooner or later it's going to get cut off.
Right.
So the minute you realize that your card has been lost or you can't find it, contact your credit card company and get a stop on that card immediately. Then what you do is you fill out a affidavit form for any type of fraud or thefts. And usually what they ask you to do is go to the local police and make a report because they want a case number from us. For us, a lot of times it's pretty tough to investigate these because a lot of times the time frame or especially if charges are made online across the country, it's pretty hard for us to do any kind of investigation like that. So, but the credit card companies do have their own fraud divisions, and they do a lot of the investigations themselves too. What we try to do, if it's something local, if we can go and at least get video, so if we can get a date and time that your card was used somewhere, then we'll go and try to get video and get a picture. Of course, then trying to identify the person is going to be the next thing. But we do have ways to try to do that.
So switching here is really quick, Jay. I'd appreciate the tips for the credit card, but this past 2 days ago, I hit a deer for the first time with my vehicle. And I actually didn't know what to do after I had done that. And since it's getting to that time of the season, what do you guys recommend for that?
Well, now motor vehicle actually, or excuse me, not motor vehicle. The DNR just changed the rules on claiming the carcass after like a car deer crash. Used to be an officer would have to come out and fill out a tag for you. Now you can either go online or actually make a phone call to the DNR, and then you can claim the carcass. But on a car deer crash, usually you just contact the police department and they'll complete a crash report form. And it's mostly done for two reasons: for DOT statistics for the types of crashes that occurred. They keep, if you ever got a copy of the DOT books that they put out once a year, that's got all kinds of statistics on traffic crashes, and when we write citations for traffic crashes, the cause of the crash, we'll have listed in there the deer crashes and where they're occurring in the areas. So it's mostly just done for your insurance company, and then they'll just repair your vehicle, and they do it for statistics.
Jay, we appreciate you coming out today. I know we always could talk to you forever, but you'll be back later on this month with Halloween safety tips, and we'll be right back. It's Talking Fitchburg.